Lando's loss reveals a big weakness he still has. Verstappen blasts the FIA for ruining the race, and Hamilton reveals reason behind strong recovery. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Max Verstappen has made headlines again, this time for slamming the FIA's cautious approach following the chaotic start of the Belgian Grand Prix. Known for his fiery personality, Verstappen expressed frustration over the delay caused by heavy rain at Spa-Francorchamps. The race, initially scheduled to start at 3 p.m. local time, faced significant interruptions due to severe visibility issues brought on by heavy showers just before the race began. As a result, the drivers found themselves in a precarious situation, leading to the inevitable decision to start the formation lap behind the safety car, a standard precautionary measure in Formula One. However, after just half a lap, race control decided to suspend the starting procedure, directing all cars back to the pit lane. This unexpected halt fueled speculation about the race's future, especially since more rain was forecasted for later in the day, raising further concerns about potential disruptions. One of the leading voices amidst these challenges was Lando Norris, McLaren's pole sitter. During the formation lap, he conveyed his apprehensions over the team radio, highlighting the poor visibility conditions. Norris noted, "Not ideal for the time being. I can't see a lot behind the safety car, so I can't imagine what it's like for everyone else." His remarks shed light on the reality drivers faced when visibility becomes a critical jeopardy on the track. In a follow-up, Norris elaborated on the conditions, mentioning that while the standing water wasn't overly problematic, visibility remained the main issue, a sentiment likely shared among his fellow racers. Max Verstappen's outspokenness reflects a larger debate in the world of motorsport about the balance between safety and the competitive spirit. His criticisms of the FIA's cautiousness signal a desire for timely decisions, which could enhance the excitement fans crave. As we prepare for the next race on the F1 2025 calendar, anticipation builds, and with it, hope for clearer skies and a more straightforward start in future races. Stay tuned as we continue to cover the thrilling developments and updates from the world of Formula One as the season unfolds. Max Verstappen, the reigning four-time world champion and Red Bull driver, expressed his frustration regarding the decision to delay the start of the race. During a team radio transmission, he remarked, "That's a bit silly. We should just run a few laps. Jesus!" His comments revealed an urgency, as he added, "Way too cautious. And now the rain is coming, the heavy rain, and there's going to be a 3-hour delay." Reflecting on previous races, the Belgian Grand Prix in 2021 serves as a significant reference point. That race was essentially abandoned after completing just a single lap, with half points awarded. Verstappen claimed victory that day, marking a pivotal moment in his path to the World Championship. Interestingly, George Russell secured his first podium for Williams during that event, thanks to an impressive qualifying performance. Since then, the rules have undergone revisions to address such scenarios. Now, if the leader has completed fewer than 2 laps, no points are awarded. The new scaling system dictates that points will only be offered based on the distance completed, with full points awarded only if 75% or more of the scheduled race distance is met. This change aims to ensure that races have more substantial outcomes even in challenging weather conditions. As we look ahead in the F1 calendar, the excitement is palpable. With the race schedule continuously evolving and the competitive spirit of the drivers, fans can expect thrilling moments both on and off the track. As the season unfolds, we keep our fingers crossed for clearer skies and that the weather doesn't put a damper on our racing experience. Stay tuned for more updates from the exhilarating world of Formula One, where every lap brings new stories and unforgettable moments. Lando Norris has faced a tough race at the Belgian Grand Prix, where he admitted that he couldn't have won the event. Despite starting from pole position, Norris praised his teammate Oscar Piastri, who clinched victory on the day. Norris began the race with high hopes and even had the advantage of a rolling start. However, he soon lost the lead, which set the tone for a challenging day filled with errors as he struggled to recover from his early setbacks. After facing a lengthy rain delay, the race finally kicked off at Spa, and it quickly became clear that Pastri was ready to fight. On the first real racing lap, he overtook Norris on the Kemmel Straight, showcasing his determination and skill. Norris, who has celebrated 6 wins out of his 13 pole starts, found himself in a position to recover as McLaren decided to put him on hard tires while Pastri was on mediums. But despite having opportunities to catch up, Norris made multiple mistakes that ultimately cost him the chance of gaining the spotlight. Reflecting on his race, Norris commented on the missed opportunities, saying, "It shoulda, woulda, coulda." He acknowledged that Pastri deserved the win, noting that if his teammate had executed a flawless race, the outcome wouldn't have been different for him. "Oscar just did a good job. Nothing more to say," Norris stated, crediting Piastri's commitment and skill on the track. Norris expressed a mix of disappointment and pride. While he wished he could have taken the victory for himself, he was genuinely happy for Pastri. "So yes, I'd love to be up top, but Oscar deserved it," he remarked. He understood the importance of the team's overall performance, celebrating their first 1-2 finish in many years as a significant achievement. In a moment of humility, Norris mentioned, "I'll review my things," recognizing that there's always room for personal improvement. He was proud of his team's success, emphasizing that the well-deserved result was a testament to their hard work. On the other hand, Pastri shared that his overtake was quite intense but necessary after the slow start. "I was a bit disappointed with a rolling start because I thought that was going to take away some opportunity," he admitted. Yet, he proved to be up to the challenge, turning a tricky start into a triumphant finish. The Belgian Grand Prix showcased not just the competition between teammates but also the camaraderie within their McLaren team. As they celebrate their success, the future looks bright for both Norris and Pastri as they continue to push each other and the team towards further victories. In a thrilling finish at the 2025 Belgian Grand Prix, Oscar Pastri emerged victorious, narrowly fending off teammate Lando Norris in a tense strategic showdown. The race, held at the iconic Spa-Francorchamps, was marked by challenging conditions following a rain delay, which created a nerve-wracking atmosphere for fans and drivers alike. Pastri reflected on his performance, recalling how crucial his start was. "Getting a good exit out of Turn 1 made all the difference," he said. "I stayed close to Lando and took a risk by lifting less. It was a wild ride up the hill, but I managed to hold my ground." His confidence shone through as he shared, "I knew that lap 1 would be my best chance to seize the win." Despite struggling towards the end of the race, he maintained control, finishing strong. "I was a bit let down after the qualifying, but starting second here isn't too bad after all," he admitted. With this win, Pastri marks a significant milestone, leading the championship by 16 points over Norris. Notably, the upcoming race in Hungary will serve as a pivotal moment as the season approaches the summer break. Pastri also took a moment to dedicate his win to someone special, which showcased his thoughtful side beyond the track, endearing him even more to fans. The qualifying rounds for the Belgian GP revealed minimal margins that separated Pastri and Norris, emphasizing just how competitive their team has become. Despite the high stakes, Pastri expressed his desire not to relive the intense jitters of the sprint race, demonstrating a maturity rare for a driver of his age. This race serves as a testament not only of their skills and resilience, but also exemplifies the incredible competition within the sport. As attention turns to Hungary, fans eagerly await how this McLaren rivalry unfolds next. Stay tuned for more updates on all things F1 as the season accelerates towards its dramatic conclusion. Lewis Hamilton voiced his frustrations recently, highlighting a significant delay during the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa. The celebrated driver pointed out that fans missed out on the excitement of the race due to the lengthy wait caused by weather conditions. Hamilton criticized the FIA's decision to postpone the start, claiming they overreacted to the situation. The race director, Rui Marquez, faced mounting pressure, having already dealt with challenging conditions in previous races. However, after a formation lap, the FIA made a surprising call to red flag the race, forcing drivers to remain in the garages for over an hour before eventually starting the race. Hamilton didn't hold back on his thoughts, suggesting that the FIA's cautious approach was influenced by earlier events, particularly the race at Silverstone. He explained, "I kept shouting, 'It's ready to go,' and they kept going around and around." He noted a heightened sensitivity following earlier complaints from drivers about visibility and safety. While conditions were compromised, Hamilton argued they weren't nearly as problematic as in previous races, emphasizing that a rolling start wasn't necessary this time around. He continued, "As soon as someone up ahead said visibility was really bad, which it wasn't great, but it wasn't as bad as the last race, and I think they just waited, just to be sure." Although frustrated by the delay, Hamilton acknowledged the efforts made by the FIA, stating that while they handled the situation well, the prolonged wait impacted the day's extreme wet racing opportunities. "We did miss some of the extreme wet racing, which I think would have been nice," he said, referring to how tricky the conditions were akin to driving through fog. Once the race finally commenced, Hamilton showcased his impressive skills by recovering from a pit lane start to finish 7th, demonstrating his resilience and racing prowess. Meanwhile, his rival from Ferrari attributed the improvements he made from the previous day to overnight setup changes. As the racing world processes Hamilton's reflections, the discussions around the FIA's safety decisions continue to evoke strong opinions within the motorsport community. Hamilton's insights shed light on the ongoing balance between safety and the thrilling experience that fans crave. It remains to be seen how the FIA will adjust its approach in response to these critiques in future races. Max Verstappen has not held back on his criticism of the FIA's decision to delay the Belgian Grand Prix due to rain. He expressed frustration, stating that the race could have commenced miles earlier than it did. This incident has reignited conversations within the F1 community about the challenges of racing in unpredictable weather conditions. Meanwhile, Lando Norris admitted he couldn't have won the Belgian GP after some ups and downs during the race. Reflecting on his weekend, he noted the difficulties of starting from the back and revealed he made changes to his approach overnight. With a new car upgrade in the mix, he aimed to enhance his performance. Norris mentioned that while his teammate Charles Leclerc had some prior experience with similar upgrades, he himself struggled initially, leading to a spin during a critical moment in the race. Despite the challenges, Norris praised his team's efforts to rectify issues overnight, resulting in a significantly improved car for the race. He said he had a lot of fun navigating through the field, highlighting the resilience and teamwork that characterized the sport. In the wider context of Formula One, various discussions have arisen about the all-time rankings of points and win percentages among legendary drivers. As fans wonder where current stars like Hamilton, Verstappen, and Alonso stack up in these rankings, it deepens the ongoing debates about greatness in the sport. Moreover, Lewis Hamilton recently faced a tough qualifying session, resulting in a double elimination at Spa. Critiques surfaced about his race engineer's lack of empathy during such stressful moments, showcasing yet another layer of complexity in driver-team dynamics. As we look ahead to future races, fans are left pondering the FIA's approach to weather interruptions and the overall strategies that teams will adopt. Will they find a balance that prioritizes both safety and the thrilling spectacle of F1? Only time will tell as the season continues. Stay tuned for more updates as we follow the captivating journey of Formula One racers on and off the track. Kimi Antonelli is currently facing a challenging phase in his racing career, and it all comes down to a crisis of confidence. The young Italian driver has recently admitted that his driving has begun to feel forced and unnatural. As he grapples with his self-assurance on the track, Antonelli has voiced concern over how this is impacting his performance. Starting off the season strong, he secured 5 points finishes in 6 races. However, the second half of the season has thrown some curveballs. Despite achieving his first Formula One podium in Canada, he has had a rough patch, retiring from 4 of his last 6 races. Silverstone was particularly tough for him as he struggled to connect with the balance of his Mercedes W16. The situation worsened in Belgium, where Antonelli finished 17th in the sprint race after starting from 19th on the grid. Qualifying for the Grand Prix didn't bring any relief either, as he managed only the 18th quickest time. In a candid moment, Antonelli revealed just how difficult this period has been. He's spoken about the emotional toll this has taken, admitting, "Since the European season, I've been struggling to find confidence with the car. I feel like I have taken a backward step." These words reveal the depth of his struggle, as he conveyed the frustration of not being able to push as he once did. Trying to regain his composure, Antonelli shared a particularly painful experience from a recent attempt to accelerate his performance. "I tried to push a bit too much, and then I spun. That kind of hurts the confidence even more," he said, highlighting how small missteps can snowball during tough times. It's clear that this is a tough moment not just for Antonelli, but for his team as well. He acknowledges the limitations they face, but expresses concern that his current driving style is only worsening the situation. "With the way I'm driving, I'm just increasing the problem," he reflected, adding another layer to the pressure he feels. As an 18-year-old rookie in one of the most highly competitive sports, the expectations are enormous. With his future at Mercedes projected to be confirmed soon, how Antonelli navigates this challenging moment could define his trajectory as he moves forward in Formula One. Stay tuned as we continue to monitor Kimi Antonelli's journey through these ups and downs and see how he can bounce back from this phase of self-doubt. Can he regain that lost confidence and find his rhythm again on the track? Only time will tell, but we're all hoping for a comeback. Kimi Antonelli, the promising young talent from Mercedes, is currently navigating a challenging phase in his Formula One career. Recently, he shared insights on how he's been trying to adapt his driving style, stating that the pressure to perform has led him to overthink his approach on the track. Antonelli expressed that while the team is offering support, he feels he's altering his natural driving instincts too much. "It's very forced the way I'm driving, and it's just difficult," he admitted, revealing the internal struggle he faces in trying to find the right balance. This change in technique, he believes, is not serving him well. What does Kimi need to regain the impressive speed and consistency he showcased earlier in the season? He emphasized the importance of stability in his driving. "I'm a bit more aggressive overall," he explained. Antonelli tends to enter corners with a high-speed approach, which under current limitations tends to complicate matters rather than simplify them. He acknowledged that finding an ideal balance is nearly impossible. Despite the challenges, Antonelli is committed to improving his technique, even if the process is not easy. This level of self-awareness is crucial for a young driver seeking to cement their place in F1 and could be a pivotal moment in his career. As Kimi navigates these ups and downs, there's hope he can overcome this crisis of confidence. The path to recovery won't be straightforward, but can he harness the lessons learned from this tough time and turn it into an opportunity for growth? The pressure intensifies as Antonelli gears up for an upcoming race at Spa, where a setback could mean starting from the pit lane. Such developments further add to the urgency of regaining his form. Every race offers an opportunity for redemption, and fans are eager to see if Antonelli can turn the tide in his favor. Now, as Mercedes anticipates the challenges ahead, Antonelli's ability to adapt and overcome could define not just his season, but his entire career trajectory in Formula One. Will he emerge stronger, ready to chase that light at the end of the tunnel? Only time will tell.